welcome to our first ever episode. And I guess being the first episode, today's episode is going to include an introduction on who we are. Some of you might have met us before, some of you haven't. So we'll start off with an introduction, that'll be coming in just a minute. And then after that, what else are we going to do today, guys?
We are going to mock out for the lambs, because we're expecting lambs within just a week, maybe even just within days, so we're a bit stressed. And I think that's the biggest project we have going today.
So today we're going to be emptying the boxes, muck out the boxes, get new halm, new straw, nice fresh water, and move the sheep into the boxes. And they'll be in there now until they get their lambs.
Yes.
So that's the big project.
Also, we have a colleague on the farm who's going to help us today. He helps us a lot. So yeah, come here! Come! Come! Hey! So this is our border collie, and he's going to be helping us moving the sheep as well. So he should also be in the introduction, I think. So he should.
Right, so that's us then. Let's go on.
Let's go on with it.
Yes?
Let's go on with it.
Well, I guess I should tell you all a little bit about myself. My name is Andy. I'm 34 years old, and as you can probably tell by my accent, I originally come from Scotland. Been here now for probably 11 years, and Jenny and I have been together for 14 years, if I'm not mistaken, and I really hope I'm not, or else I'm in trouble. What are my tasks and duties here on the farm? Well, I would say that I'm primarily responsible for making sure that all the animals are fed and have water, making sure that the fences are all secure, that nobody escapes, which unfortunately happens quite a lot if I'm honest. I'm also responsible for maintaining what can we say? Maintaining all the buildings and anything that's made of wood. If it's made of wood, I'm fairly good at keeping it or building it or whatever. If it's made of any other material, then I'm absolutely stuffed because I'm rubbish at working with other materials. However, we live on a very old farm, and let's be honest, everything is made of wood, which is certainly an advantage for somebody like myself with zero experience. As I said, originally come from Glasgow, or Scotland I might have said, and working in an office environment, actually working in finance. And the decision to move to Sweden was made at the financial, when there was the financial crash, and everything was going belly up, and Jenny and I decided that I was never going to keep my job anyway, so let's make the big change, and we moved to Sweden. And originally from moving from Scotland and having a fairly well paid financial job, I came here and started cleaning toilets, which wasn't quite the big change I was looking for. However, here we are many years later, and hopefully this year we will be becoming as self-sufficient as we possibly can be. And I am really looking forward to sharing this adventure with you guys. And I really hope it's going to be a good year, and I really hope that we can keep you entertained throughout the year, and hopefully we all learn something from this as well.
So you heard from my husband, now it's time for me to introduce myself. My name is Jenny, or my given name is Jenny Maria, because I'm half Finnish, half Swedish, but everybody calls me Jenny, so that's what I'm stuck with. So who am I? I am a proud housewife, and I absolutely love taking care of my family. We're a family home, so we have a lot of kids in the house just now. Love taking care of them. I love cooking for them. I love keeping the house clean for everybody. Just on a day-to-day basic, being organized and keeping everybody happy here. I also absolutely love our animals and the farm. The farm is everything to me. Andrew does most of the physical stuff on the farm. I do have a lot of ideas and stuff in my mind, but Andrew usually executes them, because if I get too much involved with a hammer and try to build stuff, then we'll have a fight, because I'm not very good at building, even though I like to think I am. I also used to work in an office for a lot of years, actually, in finance. I absolutely hated it. It's not my thing at all. So I got written off sick for stress a couple of years ago, and that's when we decided to go for our dream and buy the farm. So we did, and we haven't looked back. And this is, for me, this is brilliant. I love it. A big influence in my life is Andrew's mother. She's been a housewife for a lot of years, and she's given me good advice, and I think she's a fantastic, strong woman, and I think the housewives don't get half the credit they should have, because it's a tough job taking good care of a family, and she's done a fantastic job with Andrew and Andrew's sister. She's just, she's a strong woman. I look up to her a lot. What else to say? I'm a bit of an airhead. I often forget things. I have a really bad sense of humor, even though Andrew gets me most of the times. I love flowers, I love baking, I love gardening, and as I said, I love my animals and I love children. Yeah, that's pretty much me.
Okay, so I believe that by this point you've heard a little bit about me, you've heard a little bit about Jenny, and in further episodes we will go into more detail about who we are and what we do and where we come from individually. But there is one very, very special person here on the farm, and that is our wonderful and beautiful daughter, Tilda. Now, Tilda is very good at English in terms of understanding it. She's also good at speaking it, but sometimes she's a little bit shy. So we'll do our best, Tilda? Mm-hmm. Now, Tilda, how old are you?
5.
5 years old. And what is the name of the farm that we live on, Tilda?
Elisgården.
Elisgården. Do you have a favourite animal?
Limpan.
Limpan. And which one is Limpan? What is she for an animal?
Dog.
She's one of our dogs. Now, we haven't actually met Limpan yet, but maybe we'll meet Limpan in the future. What else can we say? How do you feel about living on a farm?
Good.
Is it fun? Why is it so much fun? What can you do on a farm that you couldn't do anywhere else? Meet all the animals, maybe? It's not that easy to have so many animals.
Jump in the hay.
Jumping in the hay. Do you like jumping in the hay? Mm-hmm. And what else can we say?
Playing with the dogs.
Playing with the dogs. That's also fun. And what kind of animals do you know? What other animals do we have on the farm? We've got ducks.
Rabbit.
Rabbit. We've got rabbit.
Horses.
Horses. Pigs as well.
Yeah.
If Limpan is your favourite, okay, if Limpan is your favourite animal, if we say that Limpan is a normal animal and not a farm animal because she's a dog, what about the animals that live outside? Which is your favourite of the animals that live outside? Of all the animals,
Rabbit.
the rabbit. And what's the name of the rabbit?
Gunnar.
Gunnar, yes. So, well, that's probably about as much information as we need about Tilda. We can also say, when are you starting school? Do you remember? Tilda is 5 years old, and when are you starting school? Just after summer, maybe?
Yeah.
Just after summer, and then it's going to be exciting. But what do you do now? Just now you go to preschool. Preschool. Oh, that's fantastic. And who's your absolute favourite out of mum and dad?
Nah.
Who's your favourite, eh? Oh! Mum came in there to save herself. Mum came in there to save herself.
Vi kan inte ask you that.
We can't ask you that.
Du är fin. Du är också fin.
You say both of them, you can say.
It's a dog here.
Both of them. High five on that. High five. Magic Tilda, thank you for being with us for this little interview. And now you know all three of us through and through. And now it's time for us to get on, because the next thing for us to do is get that box cleaned out. Okay? So today we have to empty, mucka. This is where we're always going to have a problem with Swedish and English, because I especially as an English speaker have learned all this stuff in Swedish.
The words.
Mucka.
Well, muck out.
Muck
You
out.
say the same in
Muck
English.
out, yes.
We need to muck out the goats, where the goats have spent the winter, basically. Because they're moving to make place for our sheep. Because the sheep is going to have lambs now any day, any week, basically. So we need to move the sheep's in So we have full control over when the lamb comes, just in case something goes wrong, which we hope it doesn't. But we need to figure out what to do with the goats. And it's the same thing every single year because we keep moving the animals around the farm and trying to find new pens and yeah, whatever works. So I think today, whilst we're mocking, I think they'll be quite happy going on the big hill that we have, our biggest pen if you like, because it's huge. And the fact is that these three, if they escape, they don't really leave the farm. They come to us. Or they come to the food. They will go into the barn and jag börjar ta ut honom.
Ja,
Om du tar Bettan, om du tar Theodora så kommer Bettan springa med.
men vi måste ha något repa.
Nej, men du tar ju bara ut dem, så har ingen kvar.
Toppen. I like that idea. That idea is about to fail, and that's my idea. Who am I taking then first?
Theodora.
Egelman. Ja, hej, vi ska gå ut lite. Det blir nog shit. Nej, men vi ska gå ut lite gumman.
Theodora, kom! Gumman. Brain, 0. This, my friends, are duck eggs, and unfortunately a lot of people don't use them. They even throw them away, which is so stupid because these are great for baking. When we have the cafe up in the summer, we bake a lot from these eggs. They make the most fantastic sponges. So give them a go. If you have ducks, don't throw them away. I much prefer these to chicken eggs to bake on. And well, they're a little bit dirty, but they almost got like a porcelain thing going with them. Look closely, a little porcelain. And that's how you know it's duck eggs.
We're not going to include this because this is you babbling, isn't it? It was good up until
I'm not babbling. I'm telling them
you were babbling.
important facts.
Up to there, we can cut that though. That's fine. We can cut that. There's so much poo here. So much poo. Oh yeah. This, my friends, is going to take an awfully long time. Whoa. You know what they say? They say that slow and steady wins the race. And when it comes to this kind of work, there is no other way to do it. It's just take your time, get on with it, and eventually you'll be done. But this, as I said, is definitely not a fast job, and it's certainly not a fun job either. But these things, unfortunately, have to be done.
I think I need to bin this jacket. It's been here for like, I think I hung this up after being out on the horse about 2 years ago, and it's hung there ever since. And needless to say, it's now home to like numerous of beasties. Or it was home. It's going in bed. This is, by the way, the oldest bit of the farm, or so we heard. It's dating back to 1856.
My trousers keep falling down.
You need a belt.
I need a real belt. This belt's rubbish. I hate this belt. My trousers my arse is hanging out all the time.
His arse is hanging out all the time. 99% of the time, you could like easily pop coins down his butt crack. We'll see.
We will see.
Oh.
Oh.
What name have you got the military there?
That was so exciting.
That
Every now
was
and then
so
you
cool.
find something that shouldn't really be there, and this definitely shouldn't be in here. Very pleasant, and luckily Jenny has just come in, so I'm just going to say to Jenny,
No.
here you go darling, take care of this.
Now I've been at this for just a little while, and you get an idea of what it looks like just now. You can kind of see what we have to work with here. So the big thick chunks are easy enough to get rid of. You just lift them up, they're heavy, you throw them into the wheelbarrow and away you go. It's going to get a little bit more difficult when it comes down to this kind of the fine stuff, because that's a pain in the backside to get rid of. But you can get an idea now. You see what it looks like, and then you'll get to see what it looks like when I'm finally done, which is going to be quite a long time from now, I think, unfortunately. But we'll see you when I'm get done.
Well, this has taken a lot longer than I would have hoped, but we are finally down to the bottom. We just have to take a look here. You see there's a bit there. There was probably a bit more than I thought there was left, but just the problem is here is that this is earth underneath, so it's hard to see where the earth starts. So you don't want to be wasting your time digging up all the earth. That would be an absolute waste of time. So, but to be perfectly honest with you, I think we'll take that and we'll take this. This will be the last of it. So that there, and then we're done. However, we have an entire side left to do, but I think that today we will satisfy ourselves with this one, and the next stage is to get the sawdust, a layer of sawdust, and then a layer of straw, and then this side is completely done. So guys, as you can see, we have a very okay, I won't say fantastic, I'll say it's okay, surface to work with now. There's always going to be a thin layer left. These are chucky stones and earth, so it's really hard to get it completely clean. If you had a cement golf or a concrete golf, sorry, speaking Swedish here guys. If you had a cement or a concrete floor, then obviously it's a lot easier, but this is an earth, or dirt and chucky stone floor, so it's not as easy. But I'm happy with this. So the next stage is spån, or it's called spån in Swedish, it's called wood cuttings or wood shavings, I suppose it would be, sawdust in English, and this is going to be what you call the bedding. And what you do with this, I think if we take maybe half of a packet, start with. And you just spread this out over the entire bottom. Oh. Oi. Maybe probably need a bit more than half, to be honest. Here, this is the bedding, and what that does is acts as a barrier, and it will collect all the pee that comes down through the straw. So all the pee comes down through the straw, it collects in this, and it becomes what you call a bedding, and the bedding generates heat, and it actually keeps the animals warm when they're in here. So this is the first layer, and as I said to you, after this it will be some straw, and the straw is just to make everything cosy. And I was definitely optimistic when I said half a bag. We'll be lucky if a full bag covers this. Oh. There we go, guys. That'll do nicely. So that is the start of your bedding. So the start of your bedding, sawdust. And the next stage is some straw. So you have to just make a decision here as to how many. I've taken 3. Will 3 be enough? We live in hope, okay? Kick it around. You gotta make it all fluffy. Woo! This part's a lot more fun than the taking away the poo. A lot more fun. And actually, one's probably enough. To be honest, guys, I don't think I need more than one. So we'll just leave this as it is, and that is this side ready for the sheep to come in. And if they do have lambs, they'll be nice and warm. We can have a little heating lamp hanging here. Okay, this is just behind the little box that we saw for the lambs and for the sheep. Now, I think what we can do is we can have this open so that they can come in and out of here because they can't go anywhere else, and it's a nice little area, and at least they get some fresh air in this area. However, we do have to have a little bit of a tidy up in here too, as you can see, because we have stuff lying all over the place. This, which the pigs have used for their food, is a total mess. And what we'll do is we'll throw this out here, and Jenny can take it. She likes cleaning up, don't you know? So Jenny's on the other side of this wall, so we might as well take the opportunity whilst she's there to throw over all the crap. Wash your head, darling. Put on this. Oh, poo! I am covered in poo.
Ja, jag ställer den här, jag tar på
Ja, du.
sidan, så första blir det kvar.
Oh my god. I'm just going to rub my hands on this to get rid of all the poo. It smells, I smell now. Disgusting. These are these jobs that we always put off and put off and put off. And at some point you just have to do them. And now is that time. Now this giant this metal roof panel, I'm not really sure where the hell I'm going to put this. But there's a wee place behind you guys that you can't see, and I think I might just try and feed it in there. If we can. Oh bloody hell. Oh bloody hell. Oh. That'll work, that'll work.
it'll be a problem for another day. There's many people say that you shouldn't put off to tomorrow what you can do today. I'm not one of those people. In there, and they have this little cosy area back here, and tomorrow I'll do that other box, and then the sheep, when they have their lambs, which hopefully we'll be able to capture for you guys to follow too, we will have a nice warm place for them to be. And now I am definitely going in for something to eat and a cup of tea. So what is the plan now?
Ja, nu ska vi sorry, I'm speaking Swedish. Sorry, it's been a long day. We need to get all the female sheep into here, which has been nicely cleaned for them and set up, so they can have their lamb in a nice, dry, clean environment.
Food will be there, water here.
This is where they'll stay. Before they get their lambs in here, all the mothers are going to be with their little lambs in the box. They'll be moved to there when they get babies. And literally now it's just running out here once an hour every day to keep an eye on them. But now we need to go get them, and we need to leave the male.
So we have a system here. We've well, kind of. I guarantee it's going to fail, but we've tried to block it. All here is kind of blocked up, so hopefully they'll run straight into there. We've parked. The cars are amazing things because you can use them for all sorts of stuff. The door, we have the door pulled open, close to here. The car is all the way up to this fence here. So theoretically. And we have him as well, so we're hoping that they'll run straight in here. So you guys missed all that. Told you it wasn't going to be fun. Oh. Anyway. Oh.
Like, who needs to gym?
30 minutes. 30 minutes. We started filming 30 minutes ago. So there you go then. It's been a couple of days now, and as we can see, they're still where they should be, which is fantastic. Still no lambs yet, unfortunately. However, we will keep you up to date. We are expecting some in the very near future. We're not entirely convinced that all of them are pregnant. There's 8 of them in here, and if we're lucky, maybe 4 of them, 5 of them are pregnant.
Yeah, a few of them should be, because they're showing signs. I think this one is, I think Astrid is. But we'll just have to wait and see. We go out every now and then and check on them.
Keep an eye on them every couple of hours, just double check to see how things are going. We have had a little bit of drama. The boys escaped. The boys were not happy not being with their girls. So they managed to escape, and we have the big man on campus, and he came here looking for his women. And then you've got the wee guy, and he's the lamb from last year, and he, Amy Ralph is called, and he came looking for us because he thinks I'm his dad. Because he lived in the house with a nappy and got milk from a bottle. So he was looking for mum and dad, and the other one was looking for his women. So anyway, next next episode, we do apologise. This episode has been a little bit rushed and it's not really exactly what we wanted it to be, but we hope you enjoyed it anyway. And please keep coming back because we promise we can only get better, huh?
Yeah, there's gonna be some exciting stuff coming up in the farm as spring comes, so keep tuned.
So stick with us. Next episode, maybe in a couple of weeks' time, we're going to start talking about what kind of vegetables that we are going to be growing here on the farm. We will be talking about potatoes and carrots and all sorts of things, tomatoes. Last year was a bit of a disaster, especially when it came to the potatoes.
Yeah, and the carrots.
And the
carrots
carrots.
didn't even grow.
No, but,
So,
sorry, yes.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that next time, okay? And maybe even give you a wee round of the farm, let you know, meet all the characters, what they're all called, and even follow us when we do the feeding rounds and give you an idea of what kind of food we feed our animals here on the farm.
I got a sheep sniffing my butt just now. So, can I help you?
It wouldn't be the first time and it won't be the last time, and trust me, that's not the worst thing she's had sniffing her bum, I promise you. Oh, very good. Alright guys, thank you very, very much, and we'll see you later. Take care for now. Bye. And Jenny would also say bye if she wasn't busy.
Yeah, bye. Sorry.
Bye.
Bye.